Hi everyone, it's Jonathan here from Weave, and in this video I wanted to just explain to you exactly what we've got coming up here over the next few weeks. We've got an awful lot to be launching, we've got loads going on, and I wanted to clarify for you exactly what the dates were that we're aiming for each kind of step in our release over the next few weeks. So I'm going to take you through each of the launches and the dates that you should be able to see up on your screen now. We've had loads of changes and improvements coming, including changes to the white paper, for example, that I'll show you briefly, and we're going to be launching that new white paper very shortly. I also want to explain to you what happens at the end of the current free token drop. So, you know, if you're looking to maybe sell them, I'll explain where you'll be able to sell those tokens. For those of you that want to buy more tokens, I'll explain that as well. And I'll also be talking about the next stages in terms of earning more Weave tokens, because there's an awful lot more. So December really was just a bit of a taster for you. But if you've got a longer term mindset for this project like we have, then we definitely want to make sure that you're very well rewarded for sticking with us and joining us on this journey. So I want to talk to you in more detail about how those rewards will work as well. But let's just have a look at what we've got exactly launching in the coming weeks. So we've got the updated white paper that I mentioned, and I am going to just touch on elements of that in a moment as well. I'm hoping to get that out around the 31st of December. So I'll put an announcement out on Discord when that actually goes live, and that'll be attached to the website in the same way that it is now. It'll just replace the existing white paper. Not a huge amount has changed in the white paper. It's not like we've changed direction or anything like that. It's more really we've added a lot of clarity. We've added more details on certain topics, as you'll see a little bit later in this video. We've got hopefully a video I want to release very shortly as an early look to the strategy builder. So I want to be able to show you guys just how powerful this strategy builder tool is that we are creating, because it really is just phenomenal. There's nothing out there at the minute that's like this. I really think that when people realize just how good this tool is, it's going to completely transform the DeFi sector. So I'm going to have a video on that coming very shortly. In fact, what I'll do real quickly is I'll just jump over and show you a screen grab that we've got of it. So here now you should be able to see what it's going to look like and how this tool exactly is going to work. So yeah, this is just a really quick snapshot for you, because I'm just so excited by it. You can see that you can choose your pairs. There's going to be lots of different currencies and different pairs and even different chains as well to choose from. You can see an example here of creating a strategy for BUSD and Cake, and the ability to sort of separate those in terms of how you want to compound the returns and so on. So I do want to get a video, as I say. I'm hoping around the 31st of the month I'll be able to get a video out to you on exactly how this is going to look, because it really is absolutely phenomenal. So that's the strategy builder side of things. The free token drop that you're all participating in now, that's going to end on the 3rd of January and basically be immediately replaced by the next phase, which is staking and liquidity pools, which I'm going to explain in detail in this video as well. We've then got the pro side going live on the 3rd of January, so this will be the actual strategy builder. It will be kind of like a live beta really, but it will have pretty much the full toolkit and several chains, but we want to keep adding more and more different platforms to it so that you've got a broad selection of different liquidity pairs on different chains, etc. So that's going to be on the 3rd of January. The Weave token is also going to be available to buy and sell from the 3rd of January. So we're aiming for that to go live at around midday on the 3rd of January. That's midday UK time. So we will put an announcement out on Discord when that happens. And I'm going to have a video just in the run up to that to show you how to buy or sell the Weave token, so that those of you that have claimed your tokens, you may want to sell them. That's fine. You can do that on PancakeSwap. But those of you that are keen to buy, and I know many of you are keen to get hold of more Weave tokens, you'll be able to do so at the same time. Once it all goes live onto PancakeSwap, then you will be able to trade in and out of that of the Weave token very freely. So look out for a video on that one in due course. So I've put on here that I'm aiming for that video to be live around the 1st of January. I think that's realistic to be able to do that. Then we've got the passive side going live. So that will be the copy weaving side on the 1st of February. And that's when those that are less experienced will have the opportunity to start copy trading or copy farming existing pro user strategies. And that's when the rewards for using the platform will also be released at the same time. We didn't want to sort of release rewards just for the pros when they're not available just yet for the passive side. So once we launch that passive side and kind of the full platform is launched, then you'll start getting the daily rewards paid out as additional rewards in Weave tokens from that date. So we're aiming for the 1st of February for that to happen. Then we've got the Weave token staking and the LPs going live on the 3rd of January. So again, I'll talk about that in more detail in the rest of this video. And we've also got the Weave Academy launching as well. I might try and get this out, if I can, I'll get it out a little bit before the 3rd of January so that people can start to learn about, more about DeFi and more about liquidity pools and things like that ahead of time. I've got guys working on it very hard at the minute, just getting as many videos as we can prepared, but it's quite a big sort of production process. So I will try and get them ahead of the 3rd of January, but no guarantees on that. So I've put the 3rd of January, but just keep an eye out again on our social media channels, and we will let you know when there's going to be content available for you to watch. Those Weave Academy videos are super helpful. They're really just very targeted, short videos, just a few minutes long on a very, very specific topic. And it just means that you can deepen your understanding, not just of cryptocurrency in a broad sense, but also what DeFi is, understanding more about yield farming, understanding more about liquidity pools, and so on. So I'm really excited for the launch of Weave Academy as well. And so I know a lot of you have been asking right, so what happens at the end of this free token drop? I know many of you have got a lot of Weave tokens. I mean, we've distributed millions so far. Some of you are sitting on thousands of Weave tokens, which is really, really exciting. But as I mentioned earlier, this is really just the beginning, okay? It's not just the beginning of, our projects, it's the beginning of the rewards and so on. So I want to talk you through, what you can expect in the more sort of medium to long term with this project. Our roadmap is, it's already at least 2 years long. Us as the co-founders, we've got so many different ideas of things that we want to deliver with this platform. I've already explained just how powerful our strategy builder is alone. That's sort of phase one, really, is getting that out there and making it as powerful as possible and implementing as many different blockchains as possible and things as well. But we've also got a phase two, which I think will be equally disruptive in the DeFi space as well. So I've got huge expectations for that, and there is even a phase three further down the line as well. So we've just got such a long roadmap, and we really want to make sure that you guys are aware that this isn't just like a project where it's just a quick grab coins and move on. We really want to take you on a journey with us. We're really excited for the future of this company, and we hope that you guys will be excited and will follow along with our journey for the long term as well. So let me explain to you the rewards program that we've got coming. So I'm going to talk quite a bit about the liquidity pool for the Weave token, which will be Weave paired with BUSD. For those of you that aren't familiar with liquidity pools, I am going to make sure that there is a video released on exactly what liquidity pools are, so that you can understand that ahead of the 3rd of January. So don't worry too much if you're really not sure what I mean when I'm referring to a liquidity pool just yet. I will make sure that you guys are fully in the picture ahead of the 3rd of January, so you can make an informed decision. So what we've actually done in the white paper is we've reduced the emissions quite significantly. So initially we were actually looking to release half of the community supply of the Weave token in year one as like platform usage rewards and staking rewards and so on. So that would have been a huge emissions of the Weave token, and we've actually scaled it right back. So now actually what we're going to be doing is we're going to be releasing only 10% of the community supply per year for the next 10 years. So that is a huge reduction. What that means is that there's a lot less going into supply. And so you guys that are here in the early community and that are taking advantage of all these different incentives that we've got over the next few weeks, you're going to be sitting on quite a large number of Weave tokens. And bear in mind that there's not many going to be released out into supply. It means that you're in a much more powerful position, that you hold probably the majority of coins that are out there. So we really think that by really throttling back our emissions, we're putting you in a much more powerful position, basically, because you'll be able to hold those tokens. The value of what you're holding should be higher because we're not just flooding the market with Weave tokens. They're going to be much rarer. So you're going to be sitting on a more rare asset. Certainly in the first few years, actually, that will be the case. So this is highlighted in the white paper. I'll just jump over to the white paper now and just show you a few of the changes that we've made. So one of the changes that we've made that I wanted to mention to you was that we've broken down much more clearly the use case of our native Weave token. So you'll be able to read that and understand more about the use cases for the Weave token in the white paper now. We've not really changed anything in terms of the tokenomics, in terms of like the split. It's still 65% to the community and 35% to the platform. The only thing that we've changed really about the token allocation is that we've taken 2 million tokens out of the community daily rewards pool, and we've put that into the early community rewards. So that means we're basically going to be paying more out to you guys in the early community. Higher rewards there for you guys in the early community, and then we've put more information about the governance and how that will work into the white paper as well. So I definitely recommend checking out the new version of the white paper. But what I really wanted to cover off is just an understanding of how these staking and liquidity pool rewards will work, because that's something you'll be able to do straight away. Even if you're more of a passive user, from the 3rd of January you're going to be able to jump straight into staking or providing liquidity, and this really is going to give you some excellent rewards in terms of Weave tokens. So I wanted just to talk to you about in more detail about the 5 ways to earn, and also about some of the extra bonuses that we're throwing into the pot as well, so that particularly in January in 2022, we're really going to be bumping up the rewards for liquidity pool providers in particular. And so from the 3rd of January, basically of the 5 ways to earn with the Weave token, numbers 2, 3, 4 and 5 will be in play, plus some extra bonuses which I'll come on to in a moment. Keep in mind with many of the bonuses that there's a 4 times weighting on the LP, and as soon as we get to launching the passive side as well, and everything goes live, ideally it'll be on the 1st of February, then that's when we'll start paying out the daily token rewards, and that's when you'll start to get this 4.1 here, which is the daily token rewards. They'll be paid out on a daily basis, or you can earn them on a daily basis, and you'll be able to claim them on a weekly basis. But what's really important is this 4 times weighting, because we're trying to carry this across as many different rewards as possible, so that if you're providing liquidity, your weighting in the pool is basically going to be 4 times that of those that are staking. So if I give you an example of that on this daily token reward, so basically how it will work is for every 100 Weave tokens that we're giving as rewards to the staking and LP, because of this weighting, basically it will mean that 80 of those Weave tokens will go to as rewards to liquidity pool providers, and 20 of those Weave tokens will go to those that are staking. So you can see that there's still great benefits of staking, don't get me wrong, and staking is going to be a great way for you to earn extra Weave tokens, but there's going to be just so much more being distributed to the liquidity pool. And the way certainly I'm thinking of this, and the way we've kind of structured this, is that if you do have a medium to long term outlook for the Weave token, if you're providing liquidity, not only will you be earning more Weave tokens by providing liquidity, but you can kind of have the best of both worlds because of the way the compounding feature works. So what you can do is you can make an initial deposit into the liquidity pool, and you could then take those rewards and put them automatically, compound them into the single staking pool. So what that means is you kind of got the best of both worlds. So if you sat there thinking, well, I don't know what's better, LP or staking, well, there's a few things to factor in, but do keep in mind, if you're going into the liquidity pool, you'll be able to kind of take advantage of both scenarios. So So you could have an initial pot that's in the LP, and that was going to be earning you an awful lot of Weave tokens over the coming months. And then you can decide, you can put those rewards back, you can pair them and put them back into the liquidity pool if you really just want to keep really compounding what you've got in the liquidity pool. But you can also just compound it into the single staking and just hold your Weave tokens in staking and just grow that pot as well. So you may start off with a much larger pot in the liquidity pool, but then over time, that liquidity pool is going to pay you into the staking pool with the auto compounding feature. So lots of options available to you, but I do think that 4 times weighting really is worth considering when you're making your decision as to which way to go. You'll be able to start working towards the milestone bonuses straight away as well. So as of the 3rd of January, as soon as everything goes live, your deposits will start, like the timer will start ticking, I suppose, as you're working towards the 12-week bonus, the 26-week bonus, and so on. As I say, we've got a long-term vision for this business, and you guys are in just so early. You're very fortunate to be in at such an early stage in this project, because you're going to be able to see it unfolding over time. And we wanted again to reward, to make sure that those of you that are thinking like to a year or even 2 years, that you really get rewarded for sticking with it for such a long period of time. So check out the milestone bonuses and keep those in mind. Because of the way the rewards are going to be paid out as well, just bear in mind that each time you get a staking or an LP reward paid out to you, that reward will start like a new timer towards these milestone bonuses. What that means is that if you need to get hold of some cash and maybe you want to sell some of your Weave tokens, you can sell your most recent rewards, that haven't got much time behind them towards the milestone rewards, but keep your original deposit intact. So they're each going to work separately. So I think that's a really nice way to make sure that we're not just lumping it together, and if you take a little bit out of it, then you've lost all of it and you're resetting the clock or whatever. That's absolutely not the case. So you're going to be able to see like the dates and things for each deposit that you're making back into the contract. And that just means it's going to be easy for you to manage these milestone bonuses. The 3% sales fee at redistribution, so that's going to be starting straight away. So bear in mind that whenever the Weave token is sold, that we charge a fee, and we redistribute the majority of that fee back to those that are staking and in liquidity pool. And this is really, really powerful, because one thing that I wanted to build into the tokenomics was this idea that try just to forget about what the market's doing and just relax and just leave the Weave token to do its thing over a long period of time. And it's hard to think, how can you stop someone when there's fear in the market and you're in a bear market? Well, this is the type of thing that will do that, because those of you that have got strong hands that are thinking long term about this project, not only by not reacting to the market and just selling at the earliest opportunity, not only are you building towards these milestone bonuses, which potentially will be really significant, but every time someone sells, you're going to be earning off the back of what they're selling. So in some ways, it's kind of good. It's kind of exciting to be in a bear market, because the more people are selling the Weave token, the more those strong hands that are just thinking long term about the project, they're just going to be getting paid a distribution back from all those people that are selling. So I think that's a really, really powerful element to the tokenomics. And then there's the 5% share of profits. So we're not expecting to charge a lot of fees, because we're not going to have like the copy trading live. We will be collecting some fees because the pro side will be live in January. So this will make a start certainly in January, but I don't expect it really to be like a significant gain until we get into February, March, and so on, when the platform usage is really getting going and the copy trading side is launched and everything like that as well. But that will be live and active. And then we've got the capital growth as well. We're trying to keep the capital growth kind of level. And again, this is where providing liquidity helps us, because if we've got a really good sized liquidity pool, it means that we're not going to get huge spikes followed by huge crashes and so on. We want to try and keep it level and grow it steadily over time. That's what we want, ideally, for the Weave token. There's only so much control that we'll have over it. But certainly, whether you're in the liquidity pool or whether you're in the single coin staking, then you're going to be benefiting from capital growth over time. Of course, you need to keep in mind that works the other way as well. The volatility works on the negative side as well. So we definitely can't guarantee that the the price will increase of the Weave token. It could go down as much as it could go up as well. But as I say, you know, we're trying to be as careful and as prudent as we can to make sure that we get nice steady growth for the Weave token over time. And then the last couple of things that I wanted to mention to you about were extra ways that you're going to earn, particularly for the liquidity pool. So we've got 400,000 tokens allocated for liquidity pool providers only in January 2022. So, you know, just fairly self-explanatory. Basically, if you're sat in that liquidity pool, you're going to have, you know, the month of January, well, from the 3rd, I suppose, of January to the end of the month, to receive your share of that bonus 400,000 Weave tokens. And then throughout the year, what we're going to do is we're going to put in an extra 2.6 million tokens for those that are staking and in the LP rewards throughout the year. Now, keep in mind that of those 2.6 million, I just go back to the 4 times weighting as well for the LP. So basically, the vast majority of these tokens will be distributed to those providing liquidity, but also you'll do really well from staking. And again, if you're doing a bit of both, then you're going to be rewarded for both your LP and for your staking as well. So a really, really like big incentive there, and that's going to run throughout the year. So even if, you know, you're coming in a little bit late into the project or whatever, you missed the January boost and so on, then there's still plenty of bonuses going to be paid out. So that's just about it. I think I've covered everything from the slide. So I think that's just about sums up what you can expect from the staking and LP rewards. We're super excited to get all of this out to you. Please keep your eye on the Discord and the Telegram group, and also on our YouTube channel for more video content coming very, very shortly on, you know, some of the aspects that I've talked about. I'll just leave you with the launching soon date so that you can keep those in mind as we go forward. As always, though, you know, join the conversation. I'll be in Discord over the next few days, so if you've got any particular questions, then you can always tag me, but there's always the team around as well to help. So yeah, really looking forward to delivering all of this for you guys, and look out for more content coming soon. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye for now.